I've got a question for you. Do you often ask yourself where all of your money goes? Well, now, if the answer is yes, our guest this morning has some valuable advice for you. Judy Lawrence is a financial consultant who has written some books to help you keep track of your money. Show me the money, and a lot of people say, I don't know where it is, and to quote Benny Franklin, a penny saved is a penny earned, and that's ostensibly pretty much what your budget is all about, right?
It is. It's about tracking, but it's also beyond that, because a lot of times people, if they just track and write everything down, then they're wondering, why did I do this? And so I suggest have a plan, and through the budget kit there is an overview for the year to anticipate those non-monthly expenses that will show up, like car insurance or different kinds of auto expenses or child expenses or back-to-school expenses, etc. And then you have an overview of what's coming up that's not part of your regular budget, so that's important to see. Secondly, you have a way to outline the month. You know, we know the fixed bills. Everybody knows those fixed bills, but how do we add to that? Haircuts, children expenses, lottery tickets we were talking about before, all those miscellaneous things. How do we include that and then plan for the month? And by keeping track of your spending, you can then do a better job at estimating how do I plan ahead for the month.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because you're talking about a lot of the hidden expenses that we just take for granted. But now, by including that in the budget, will that help you save money? I mean, we're talking about, geez, I got a haircut 2 weeks ago, maybe I can put it off 3 weeks?
Well, absolutely. By tracking where your money goes, everyone who has done this that I've talked to just swears that once they started tracking, they started saving more money and spending less money. And, it just seems to work, because something changes once you become more aware on a daily basis of just writing it down, visually seeing it, writing it down. All of a sudden, they start seeing something's changing and shifting, and they start cutting back, and they start planning ahead a little bit more, and it gives them more sense of control about how to handle their money.
No, excuse the boarding house reach here, Judy, but you have a book. It's called the Money Tracker. How does this work?
This is another way to track. This is more that cash. Like, where does the cash go day to day? When I go to work and I'm buying the bagel and getting a coffee and getting the cigarettes or whatever it is that I'm doing on my way to work and back, this catches those loose ends of where is the money going. The second part of it is an emotional tracker, to jot down the emotions that go with the spending. What's behind the spending? There's a splurge diary in there, a victory diary for the times that you didn't splurge and how you felt about it.
Of course, none of us are guilty of that. Judy, thank you very much. And by the way, if you want to order a copy of this book, The Money Tracker, we'll grab a pen. Now, here's the number. It's an 800 number, so it's not going to cost you anything. The number 1-800-283-40